Many parents view gaming as a relatively harmless addiction when compared to the dangers of the real world. When they're home, we know what they're doing and who they're playing with. Yet, video game addiction can ruin lives. Teenagers who play 4 to 5 hours per day have little time for socializing with their family.
Well, video games by itself is nothing wrong. So the problem is that video games are, as you say, addiction, abuse. Because when we do video games, for example, if we do maybe 1 hour, might be okay. But sometimes addiction means overdoing those video games. So instead of sleeping, we will do in video games. So what will happen when we don't sleep? Then we will be falling asleep in classes. We won't perform properly our tasks that we have to do during the day. So that is when it becomes problematic. So when we cannot do the thing that we are supposed to do in our daily life. Well, when you put the word addiction, they don't use it too much addiction, and they call abuses. It's a major source of concern now that video games is a cause of many other are related to many other psychological problems. So that's a fact too. They are correlated with other psychological disorders, and in that sense they affect behavior. So they affect the way that we think about our life. So we're not doing video games is not bad. So you can do video games as a way of saying, after I finish my studies or my homework or my project, I will play 1 hour video game. So you can see it that way. So you can plan your day. So a very useful tool with people that have abuses, for example, video games, or abuses other things, for example, caffeine or drugs, is to have a structure. So in the structure you will put something that you will treat yourself.
How to handle a teenager with gaming addiction. First, establish good study habits early. Second, stress homework before computer games. Third, limit multitasking. Fourth, determine if he or she has an addiction or simply spending too much time online. Fifth, if you suspect a dependency, have a heart-to-heart conversation with him or her. Sixth, don't take away the computer. And lastly, don't hesitate to seek for professional help.
So, ang una kong tip sa mga gamers ay pag-prioritize nila sa mga bagay na gusto nilang gawin. Kunyari sa aking kondisyon, kaya kong i-balance ang paglalaro ko ng video games at saka sa pag-aaral. Pangalawa, dapat siyempre budgetin mo yung pera mo. So, para hindi ka namumblema, lagi ka nang pupusta, hindi na dadating sa punto na pati yung magulang mo at saka mga ibang tao ay nasasaktan mo.
The lack of social interaction that is caused by obsessive gaming can have long-term social consequences. An addicted teenager won't develop effective social skills, which will hinder his ability to develop and maintain healthy relationships with the people around them, especially with their family. There is clearly a segment of our society for whom gaming is more than just a casual pastime, wherein they tend to get confused of what is reality and what is not. They lean towards the gaming world, which can break them apart from the actual world, that ends up severing their ties with their own family. These people need friends and family members who care enough to intervene and try to help them break the addiction cycle.